Yeah. I think everybody was treated to an unbelievable game. Played by two really good teams at a really high level today, in the best atmosphere we've had here since I've been here, and probably in a long time. Credit to our fans, our students, for showing up and being loud. Give a lot of credit to Duke. I mean, John's got that team playing at a high level. Their guards are so hard to guard off the bounce. They bang those threes in on you. It's just tough. And, Flip is he's a handful. He can score off the bounce. He can score from three. He can post up. That's why he's probably a top 10, draft pick. I didn't see what happened at the end. I hope he's okay. I don't like court stormings. I never have. I've been a part of those before as a coach. They just don't feel safe. And I'm sure the next time that happens, we'll do a better job of taking care of that situation. I got to give a lot of credit to my team. They just stayed resilient the whole game. The second half was a knockdown, drag out. We came out in the second half and we went right inside. Andrew Carr got us going, and then they came and helped, and he kicked it out. We made shots, so they called timeout and came out and punched us in the mouth, put us on the canvas. I think they got up 5, maybe 4. I don't know. Seemed like 10. I called timeout when McCain hit the 3 in transition. We come out and score 4 in a row, and it just kind of went tit for tat from there. Hunter was at a high level the whole game. He's a special player. How that Cam played unbelievable in the second half. Both sides of the ball. Boopy too. Boopy's getting to the rim. Missed a couple that he usually makes around the basket. Andrew was solid. He was good on offense. I was a little disappointed in defensive rebounding. But that was a big key. We talked about transition points. I thought we did a good job there. Offensive rebounds, I think they only had 4 in the second half. They hurt us in the first. And then, free throws. We switched ball screen coverages the whole damn game. We went drop, blitz, switch. We made a couple bad decisions late. I would prefer Hunter not to throw that lob. And then we put Andrew on Flip and Efton on Mitchell so we could switch the ball screens. And we were doing it. It was hurting them. And then we didn't switch between Boopy and Andrew, and Filipowski banged that 3, So, heck of a game, and I'm really proud of my team.
Steve, given all this talk about resume, is there any part of you that has this gladiator Maximus, are you not entertained type feeling?
Gladius Maximus. Is that gluteus or gladius? Not really. Somebody asked me about, I think you asked me, if that's a quad, if I tell them we got a quad 1 game coming up, I said, no, that's the Duke Blue Devils. Okay, this is Virginia Cavaliers. I don't put quads by these guys. I don't know if we're in or out. I don't. It's not my decision to make. We just got 4 more games to play. That's what we got to do, and then the tournament. And that's been our mentality the entire time. This is what I've tried really hard with our team to do, that is not look ahead, but look in front of us. And so I'll let them celebrate the win till tomorrow morning, and then we got to go play at Notre Dame. And so I don't know. That's not my area. I'll just go ahead and say it. I didn't go on I didn't go on ACC PM to dog Joe Lunardi about bracketology. I don't know where that message got confusing. I explicitly said that the 2 things the committee looks at the most when selecting and seeding teams are the net and the KenPom, which, we have good numbers, but I'm not an expert in that. And I'll say it again, Joe Lunardi has made a living predicting the NCAA tournament. He's made a career out of it. Good for him. I'm not mad at him. It's not like I don't like him. I don't even know him. I've never even had a conversation with him. The issue that I had was a comment that he made a year ago when he explicitly said that Moses Wright, Alondas Williams, and Isaiah Wong were the last 3 players of the year compared to Zion and who else was it? Bagley and Brogdon. And I'm like, and then he said basically, if we're going to complain, we just got to get back to having the best players. I just didn't think that was right. And that was really wrong. First of all, it's disrespectful to those 3 kids because being a player of the year, I didn't realize that was a prerequisite to having a great league or having a tournament resume or getting a seed. And quite frankly, he neglected to say when Moses Wright got player of the year, he led his team to the ACC tournament championship, got COVID, didn't get to play in the tournament. But the number 4 pick in the draft in our league was Scotty Barnes. Okay, now you go the next year, he's going to say that about Alondas? When Paolo Banchero was the number 1 pick in the draft. We had 3 first-team NBA picks that made second-team All-ACC. Wesley, LaRavia for us, and Wendell Moore. Then we had a third-team All-ACC player, Mark Williams, who was a first-round pick. And we had another ACC player that didn't even make All-League that was a first-round pick, A.J. Griffin. We had 2 teams playing the Final Four, 1 team playing the Elite 8, and 1 team play for the national championship. That's not a down league. And that was a disrespectful thing to say. And to say it about Wong, this guy led his team to the Final Four and was a second-round pick. Malcolm Brogdon was a second-round pick. He didn't lead his team to the Final Four. So I was upset about that, not about bracketology. I just kind of kept it in for a while. And here's the thing with the draft. If you want to go, let's go net on the leagues, on the NBA. Quad 1, SEC, 56 NBA players the last 5 years, 31 first, 25 second. ACC, 41. Quad 2. But we went Quad 1 for history, but we'll go Quad 2 for 5. The Big Ten, the Pac-12, and the Big 12, they're in Quad 3. Okay? They've had 33, 28, and 24. That's not close to 56 and 41. And Quad 4 is the Big East and the Mountain West. They're 13 and 9. Nobody's on the bubble. We don't have a bubble in my net. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean the league should be ranked that way. I'm not saying that. Because look what the Big East has done with Villanova and UConn. Unbelievable. But if you're looking at who has the best players, how it shakes out, that's how it shakes out. So that's why I was upset about Joe Lunardi. I said about staying in his lane, talking about players. I think we all got good leagues. And listen, I love the ACC, and I'm going to stick up for it. That's just the way it's going to be as long as I'm here. And so, sorry to get off on a tangent there, but I don't like being misrepresented. And the field of 68 misrepresented me by putting out some stupid graphic saying that I don't believe in bracketology. I didn't say that. And I got no problem with Joe Lunardi. I'm happy. The guy makes a living predicting the tournament. Good for him. I never one time said we should be in or out, have I? I said we still got a lot of work to do, and we do. Let's talk about the game.
Steve, on the subject of the game, what makes Hunter Salis such a big-time player to come out and score 29 points on 13 shots?
I told you can't unbecome a McDonald's All-American. He's just really good. I guess it's very rare you have a guy that can score at 3 different levels like that, like at a high, like an elite level. Like he is an elite player at the rim, off the dribble. He's an elite pull-up jumper, which is probably the hardest of them all. And he's a very confident three-point shooter off the catch and off the bounce. That's hard. There's very few guys that can do that. There's very few guys that I've coached that I can do that, that could do that. And so he's a real dude.
I don't have the money, but his three-point shooting, I don't know if it Gonzaga is his lack of opportunity or lack of skill. Did it get much better when he got here?
I'm not going to tell you that I changed his shot. I think more of it was more opportunity and confidence. I'm not going to take a player's confidence. I try really hard to to build him up. I thought his mechanics were fine when we came here. They look pretty good to me. It's just a matter of getting a lot of reps and believing in yourself. And hey, listen, when you shoot it, you don't want to be looking over at the coach. Is that a good shot? He doesn't do that here. I don't know if he did that there or not, but I just know he doesn't have a lot of confidence for a guy that was at that level. Okay. I always thought his rotation was good. I always thought his release was good. I always thought follow-through was good. I don't know, man. I think he just put the work in, and we believe in him.
You mentioned earlier getting up off the mat, 14 lead changes, an 8-0 run for Duke, losing by as much as 6. Has there been several moments throughout this season where you're preparing for kind of this game and that kind of environment?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the culmination of all your work. We've been in those moments before Essex, and we've done well, and then sometimes we haven't. So we know how to. We're correcting our errors on the fly. Well, sometimes it was we gave up too many offensive rebounds. We gave up transition points. We didn't get back. We turned it over. They know it, and they corrected it. Sometimes it's just not real complicated. It's just doing certain things the right way. And so, yeah, I mean, I think all the big games we've been in, and we've been in a lot, and we're going to be in some more, has prepared us for what happened today.
You mentioned Monday that it felt like at JPJ last week, 2 top 4 teams in the league going head-to-head and that building packed. What did today feel like from the start of the day when you see people lining up outside at 8:45 in the morning to the biggest crowd in the history of this building?
Well, I mean, it's what I dreamed of when I came here, to play meaningful games against Tobacco Road opponent, right? I mean, I grew up as a kid and as a young adult watching games, Duke, Carolina, and, I just wanted to be a part of that. But most importantly, I wanted our fans to be able to experience that and our students. I feel like that's part of our responsibility is to give the students a fun experience going to college here. How could that not be fun? And there wasn't a lot of blue in here. I've been here a couple times and had a pretty good crowd. Beat them last year, but there's a lot of blue in here. Not a lot of that today. Credit to our fans, for showing up and sitting their butt in seats. I don't know. You guys have been here longer than me. I hear the stories, but I ain't seen them. I can see the video, but that to me was what it's all about. I know it helped us win the game, and it's probably one of the reasons why we have one of the best home court advantages in college basketball. And we do. The numbers don't lie. So now we're just going to bottle up the old Harley-Davidson fumes, and when we're at Notre Dame on Tuesday, I'm going to take a fan, and when